very stupidly kept my contact lenses in last night to take my makeup off, used like an oily cleanser, and now I've just got like a permanent smudge across this eye. I keep trying to like subconsciously like blink it away. So I'm not trying to communicate some kind of coded Morse code message to you in blinks. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How's it going? Today we're gonna do something new and exciting and super fun. And we're gonna look through a bag of rubbish. If you stuck around for a while, you already know. When you come to this channel, you can expect some rubbish. And today I'm just taking that very literally. We're gonna have a little browse through this bag of wonder. My garbage, if you will. A lovely bag of garbage. AKA 6 months, approximately, of beauty product empties. I've never done this before. I'm very excited. I really love watching these videos, whether it's on Instagram or on here. I really like knowing what people genuinely thought about a product after they've used up the whole whack. It's all very well and good saying that you think something's alright when you sprayed it in your hair a couple of times, but how is it really 6 months down the line? Has it left you entirely bald? And to be quite honest, having a bag full of rubbish sitting in my office is losing its novelty a little bit. So today is the day I'm gonna show you my trash. Finally, it can go to recycling. So, you ready for this? I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be really loud and noisy. Why did I do that? Okay, let's get started with something. This is an iconic product. If you've never used this before, welcome to the journey. So this box here, this was to show you my Footnote exfoliating socks. These are literally the most insane product that's ever been created. So basically they're like little plastic socks that are full of liquid. You put your foot in them for an hour, then you take them off. You kind of forget that you've done it. And then about 4 or 5 days later, your feet literally shed like a snake. It's a very bizarre experience to put yourself through. But the results are like nothing else. And when I say like shed skin, I don't mean that it like delicately kind of takes away dry skin. Like it literally, you like peel sheets of skin off your feet. And I think it says don't peel and just let it do it by itself. But if you can resist doing that once your feet start to like peel away a little bit, you're a better person than I am. I will continue to buy these. These are the most weirdly satisfying, gross, kind of slight psychological experience, but also really great for lovely feet. I've got 1, 2, 3, and I'm just coming to the end of another one. This is Collab Dry Shampoo. Dry shampoo is the best invention. It's like an aerosol spray powdery stuff that basically soaks up all the oil at your root, and you can get away with like another 1 or 2 days of not washing your hair. Honestly, whoever invented this, I owe them a lot of time and money. I've tried a lot of different dry shampoos, always been on the hunt to find the perfect one, and I think this is about as close as it gets. And luckily it's super duper affordable. It's like £2 a can. I don't buy any other dry shampoo. This one is the business. It genuinely makes your hair feel fresher, and it gives it loads of volume, and it makes it feel all soft and fresh and lovely, and it's super cheap. I don't think you can really go wrong. Another little double whammy that I got through. These are edibles. These are the Perfectil Hair Crush Gummies, which are apparently zinc to help maintain normal hair. I hate that. What is normal hair? Zinc, biotin, and selenium gomas. And these are just like classic hair, skin, and nails vitamins in delicious gummy form. They literally just taste like blackcurrant sweets. It's really hard, isn't it, to say whether like a vitamin or a supplement has actually done you any good, but I really enjoyed eating them every day. But they are no artificial sweeteners, vegan friendly, no preservatives, apparently 21 vitamins and nutrients in here. So there's a bit of everything. Vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin C, all the Hall of Fame vitamins there. Honestly, I have absolutely no idea whether these helped or not. My hair's looking alright, my skin's looking alright, and my nails are okay. So, I mean, they didn't do a tear up, they didn't do the opposite of what they claim. Naughty, 97% natural, tough cookie, cruelty-free, vegan-friendly, strengthening shampoo. I don't really remember much about this. this video. I can't tell you what these did. I don't remember this product. This is going really well. I did quite like this. I didn't feel like it cleaned my hair super duper well. And you know what? The defining factor for me when it comes to shower products is if I'm willing to share it with Adam. Honestly, the like highest praise is when I say to Adam, please don't use this one, but there is another one on the shelf which I'm more than happy for you to dive into. And I think this was given for Adam's shelf. This very fancy looking jar here, you always know stuff's fancy when it's got a shiny jar, don't you? These are the Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. It feels like ages ago that I used these, and now I'm looking at them actually. I remember really, really liking these. So they're kind of that like exfoliating acid toner type pad. They're like little kind of flat circles that are loaded with the product. And I remember really, really liking these. They had a little bit, this is probably going to make me sound like a bit of a psycho, but they had like a little bit of a sting to them. Like just like a little bit of a satisfying sting where you sort of think, oh, that's doing something. I can feel that's doing something. And this kind of thing's meant to give you like a gentle exfoliation, but an effect, like it does the job, like it's effective, but it's not too harsh or abrasive. Most of the time I always reach for Pixie Glow Tonic, which is probably a bit cheaper than these, I think. And I can use that as well with like reusable cotton pads, which I much prefer over throwing away one of these every single day. If you're in the market for something a little bit fancier, they really did feel like they were giving me a nice exfoliation, but probably a little bit pricey, and obviously like the waste element is not great. But if you're into your posh bits, it's one for you. Skincare number 2 is this bad boy, which I love. Love, 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 love. This is from Ren Skincare, who are one of my favourite skincare brands. I love everything they stand for. I think they approach everything so well. They've got all the right boxes ticked, and I'm a big Ren fan. I did do a sponsorship for this exact product, but that was one of the best ones I've probably ever done, because I'd used maybe 2 of these tubes, I think, before they emailed me to ask if I would like to work with them to promote it. So that was a total no-brainer for me. I love this cleanser. It's probably in my top 3, maybe alongside this one, which I'll talk about next. This is the Ren Perfect Canvas Clean Jelly Oil Cleanser. Bit of a mouthful. So it starts out as like a jelly kind of consistency. You smush that all over your face to loosen up all your makeup and get all your mascara off and everything. Then you chuck a load of water on it and it turns to like a lovely kind of milky texture. And before it's at that milky phase, it kind of goes quite oily while you move it all over your face. So it's like a 3-phase cleanser, which is really cool. This thing takes off everything. It gets rid of SPF, waterproof mascara, like the lot. It is such a good cleanser. I'm actually thinking about it, I must have a bit of a thing for like jelly cleansers, because the other one is the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser. Iconic, right? And this is a similar thing, like you do a couple of pumps, comes out like a jelly kind of consistency, smush it straight onto your makeup still, and it just kind of dislodges it all, takes it all off, then you can go in with a flannel. At the beginning, I wasn't convinced that my skin liked this very much. It didn't seem to be doing all that much. I didn't see it doing anything miraculous or amazing. It's like completely fuss-free. It gets rid of all your makeup. I tend to use it as a cleanser to like take makeup off, and then I would go in with maybe like a cream cleanser or something to actually cleanse my skin, because taking your makeup off isn't cleansing your skin, my friends. Anyone who's any form of age younger than myself, heed my words, double cleanse your face. I've gone on about Glossier 1,000,001 times. I love their whole vibe. Love most of their products. There's a few that I'm not keen on, but this one is one of the best ones. This is the SPF that I like to use for my makeup, or if I'm going makeup free. It is La Roche-Posay Bonjour Mon Petit Point. Basically the name reminds me of, remember that program in the 90s? It was called like Airport or something, and it was about EasyJet Airlines, and it was owned by a bloke called Stelios. So every time I say Anthelios, Stelios. And also this is orange and white actually, so the EasyJet branding is on point. This is great. I've talked about this loads of times. I've used it for years. It's the best SPF that I've found for wearing underneath makeup. It sits really well underneath foundation or whatever else you want to chuck on. Okay, 3 shampoos. I've got the Body Shop Strawberry Clearly Glossing Shampoo. I was not a fan of this. Sorry, I love the Body Shop. It smells gorgeous. It's that classic Body Shop. It smells like Christmas to me. It smells like something you get for Christmas. But my scalp is a bit of a funny guy. Funny how? Unfortunately, this gave me a bit of a dry scalp. It washed my hair really nicely and it smells amazing, but my scalp did not like it. So this was another one that got passed on to Adam. And I've definitely had that with Body Shop shampoos before as well. Like, my head is just not a fan. So it's getting benched. Another one that Adam finished. I used a bit of this. John Frieda Hydrate and Recharge shampoo. I have very little to say about this. I don't really remember using it. I think Adam used the majority of this one actually. I'll pass on this one. Thank you, Stan. Next question, please. Oh, this, however, I did really like. I have been through 2 of these. I'm a big fan, although, so this is for blonde hair and I used to be a lot blonder. My balayage used to be up here. It's now down here somewhere. It's literally barely there anymore. When I was a lot blonder, this is something that my hairdresser on the Wirral recommended. This is a Wella Professionals product. So this is like a salon standard kind of product from Wella. It's called the Invigo, who knows, Blonde Recharge with colour pigments, and it's a purple shampoo. Basically takes out like any brassiness that you might have in blonde hair that's going a little bit yellow or looking a little bit orangey. And this is really, really good stuff. If you are blonde and you're looking for a product that's going to bring down the brassiness, I really recommend giving this a try. It's lovely. And my scalp didn't hate this either. Easily the best purple shampoo I've ever found. But I don't really need it no more, do you know what I mean? My blonde's nearly gone. So doesn't really matter if it's a bit orange because it's down here and you can't see it anyway. Oh, this is exciting. Let's do these. Oh, this fills me with sadness and joy all at once. These are 2 hand soaps, which we bought these in Florida, which is nearly a year ago. Bath and Body Works Gentle Foaming Hand Soaps, which are literally the loveliest hand soaps. You can forget like your Aesops. I can't even say it, it's that posh. Just give me Bath and Body Works Toasted Vanilla Chai Foaming Hand Wash with tiny festive penguins on the front. It was whipped vanilla, spun sugar and winter spice. Do you know what? I'm gonna have to get on eBay and see if I can get some of this. And it's weird as well because it sits like a liquid in the bottle and then when you use the pump it comes out like a really lightweight kind of foam. It's really weird stuff, but it's so lovely to wash your hands with. And I still can't believe we don't have Bath and Body Works. It's so unfair. My candle dreams will just never be a reality. Absolute selection of conditioners to run down here. Let's get these out the way. Oh, this one I actually really liked. I'd forgotten about this. So this is from a brand called Chlorine Anti-Pollution Protective Conditioner with Aquatic Mint. This is a really nice product. One thing I liked about this, I don't know how I'll be able to see, it's got like a really fine nozzle to it. This really made my hair feel lovely. I think it's a little bit expensive, but this did feel like really good quality. It was great for like detangling. Found it was really good for that. Oh, it's dripping. But my lasting memory of this, yeah, the smell is so minty, and it's not like pepperminty like another one I've got, or like toothpaste kind of minty. It's like mint leafy. So it smells a little bit more natural and less kind of like a processed scent. It's quite a strong scent, so if you don't like that, you won't like this. But it does smell really fresh and clean. And I think it's quite cool as well that it's specifically anti-pollution. I don't think I've got any other hair products like that. This, who are you? I don't remember using you, but you are completely rinsed and empty, so I must have done. I swear to God, I've literally never seen this product in my life, but I've literally used the whole thing. Love me a hair mask. I cannot get enough of them. This is by a brand called Paradox. Game Changer Multitask Hair Mask. I genuinely have no recollection of using this. Can't really say here nor there about this because I have zero recollection of using it. 2 masks that I totally can vouch for though, because they're just brilliant. These are the 2 that I buy myself like on rotation. So this is a bit of a long story. This is the Bondi Boost Miracle Mask. Comes in a little pot like this. You'll probably recognize the branding because they're literally all over Instagram. I was sent this literally ages ago. I think it was in a Boots box actually that I got this, and loved it literally from the first use. Like, used the whole pot up. My hair literally drinks this stuff up. It's so, so good. And the scent of it is like candy cane, sugary, minty kind of smell, which is lovely. Feels super nourishing, so lovely. Genuinely think it's helped me to grow my hair this long. But I'm doing like a campaign with them at the moment where it's been like testing out their products to see how much it's going to help my hair grow. So I've got to try some of their other products as well. One of those is the Bondi Boost HG conditioner, and I've used the whole one of these up as well. So this is just like the normal everyday conditioner, and I literally love this range. As I said, I'd used this before they even got in touch. I've got a little bit of the shampoo left because, as any girl knows, you get through conditioner like 3 times quicker than you get through shampoo. But this range I will continue to repurchase myself. And the last hair mask that I have is a classic. I'm just going to remind myself of this scent because I know now I have to repurchase this. Although it does smell like maybe it's gone a little bit off. I have had this for a while. So this is the Coco and Eve Like a Virgin hair mask. This is, I think it's fig scented, or maybe fig and coconut. What does it say? Infused with coconut, fig, shea butter, linseed and argan oil to help strengthen and get hair back to its pure virgin state. So it's like a virgin again. Touch for the very first time. This is so lovely, although this is much more expensive. And the couple of times that I have bought this, I've been like, this is expensive. But I think last Christmas I bought one because it quite often pops up in like beauty website sales and stuff. So that's a good tip. Keep an eye out for it popping up in sales. This is a total fave. I really, really like this stuff. This isn't just like an Instagram hype. Like, this is genuinely a really good hair mask. God, can you hear my voice is going? This is the most I've talked in ages. Oh, here's the, I knew there was a glow tonic. Here it is, I was sitting on it. I told you there'd be one of these in here. This is like the one that I mentioned before. It's like the Elemis one. It's like an exfoliating acid toner. This is so gentle actually that you can use it twice a day. 5% glycolic acid. I tend to use it in the evening, but if I wake up feeling a bit like my face needs a proper refresh. But this is just a classic, isn't it? Can't go wrong. And speaking of Pixie, I've also got this too. I love this. This is like a new staple in my makeup bag. This is the Pixie Glow Mist with Propolis and Argan Oil. I don't really know what the official use of this is. It says it's a nourishing mist, so make of that what you will. So this is like a dual phase thing, so it's like half like watery stuff, half oily stuff, so you have to give it a good shake before you use it. And if I've done like a face of makeup, I don't like to look too matte or set. I find that if I spritz my face with this, it just kind of makes it like come back to life a bit when you've put some makeup on. It really kind of makes it glow, and this is like my favourite way to finish everyday makeup. I really, really like this, and I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a pile of things that I want to repurchase. So those Bath & Body hand soaps are going to go into one pile, and this glow mist is also going to go in the pile. Let's do this. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. Of all the concealers out there that you can pay like 25 quid for, like, yes, they might do an amazing job, but I don't think they particularly do a more noticeable job than this one, which I think costs £3. This is quite a full coverage concealer, so you don't need to build it up too much or anything. Only thing with these is, I think they're so popular now that they can't really keep up with the demand. Every time I go and buy mine, which is C7, I reckon 2 out of 3 times that I go to buy this, it's sold out and I can't get it. So it's never one that you can be particularly reliant on because it's literally never in stock. But if you are looking for a good budget drugstore concealer, this is the one. Also in makeup, we have a classic. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, but this is in the Summer Solstice scent. So I wouldn't pay any extra for the scent, and also I don't really like my face to smell like things anyway. But this is such a great product. So while the Pixie one is more of like a refresher kind of thing, I think of All Nighter as being one that I would use if I've done like a full face of makeup that I want to stay and like stay right there, Buster. The only thing is I just never wear that kind of makeup anymore. Like, I used to swear by this for a night out. I don't go on nights out anymore. And last makeup bit is this. This is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, but this is in the light shade. And look, I absolutely rinsed this. If you've ever seen these Benefit products before, I don't think I've ever finished one of these. If you are of a fairer complexion like myself, aka you don't really leave the house much, so you look a bit dead. And in fact, it might be the best kind of bronzer match that I've ever had. I really, really liked that stuff. It was good. 2 little bottles of Moroccan oil. These are one of those products that, a bit like the Collab dry shampoo, I have to have one of these. I use this every time I wash my hair. So after I've washed it and I've kind of towel dried it and I've got all the water out, I'll pour like a little dollop of this in and I'll just run it through the ends from about here downwards. I just swear by it. I don't think you can beat it. But this is the Moroccan oil, Moroccan treatment. If you buy the big bottles, it can get pretty expensive, but these little ones, just keep one of them handy and you'll never regret it. What are these? These are the Body Shop body yogurts. Oh, these are good. Yeah, I like these. So these are like body moisturizers, but they're that kind of very, very lightweight, watery, jelly kind of consistency. I prefer using them to the body butters because I find them so heavy. I can only ever use them at night because in the day, like trying to put jeans over that is not the one. It's not going to make any miracles happen, but if you just like to put something on after your shower in the morning, yeah, I really recommend these. Then a nice kind of consistency and texture for the daytime. Okay, we've hit the big one, shower gel. We've definitely been through way more shower gels than this. I've obviously just not bothered to save them. Imperial Leather, Marshmallow, cheap and cheerful, but can't beat it. Smells so nice. Have to be honest, it does leave my skin feeling a bit dry, especially like my keratosis pilaris on the tops of my arms. If I use like a cheapo shower gel like this, as much as they smell nice and they get all bubbly and lovely, my skin doesn't love them, but smells amazing. Smells like little flumpy marshmallows of joy. Another Body Shop one. This is Body Shop British Rose Shower Gel. I don't like rose scents. We always use any shower gels that I ever get sent because obviously you just rattle through them, don't you? So we did use this up and it was fine. It's a nice shower gel. The Body Shop shower gels are really nice, but rose scents, I can't be doing with them. And 2 Lush products, which are such a treat. These came in a Lush subscription box. The dream. We had both of these at the same time, so we kind of used them as like his and hers. This one had like a bit more of a manly scent to it, so Adam went for this one. This is called Grass from Lush, or Grass. Not very helpfully, this is a kitchen exclusive, which I think means you can't buy it on the website, but it just smells so fresh. Literally smells like a green smoothie. To me, it smells like a man's smell, so I didn't use this, but he loved that. And another kitchen exclusive, again, not very helpful, but this is called 29 High Street. For me to be onto a winner with Lush, if it's got the, I think it's called Tonka Bean, or just Tonka Absolute this has got in it, which I think is like a vanilla-y type thing. Anything from Lush with Tonka in it, I'm there. As much as these were nice, they don't compare to my all-time favourite, which is Lush Yognog. Yognog is one of the Christmas scents that they do, and I'm literally crossing everything that they bring it back because, no lie, using Yognog shower gel genuinely gives me a serotonin boost in the mornings. It is the most wonderful scent to me, and I think a big part of it as well is that we took Yognog to Florida. It's like the most evoking scent to me. It genuinely just fills me with happiness. And what a random selection I have ended with here. We've got Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream Intensive Moisturizing Hand Treatment. Unexpectedly, perhaps, this was actually a product that Adam used up. He gets quite bad eczema on his hands, and obviously with all the hand sanitizer and stuff this year, his hands have been really quite sore and raw, and it is not cheap. I think it was about 20 quid for this little tube. But this was probably the best hand cream that we found for his quite raw and sore hands. And he was putting this on like religiously, and it did really make a difference. So if that's something that you struggle with, maybe give this a go. Ooh, height of glamour. Here's a deodorant. This is what I put on my armpits, everybody. This is the only deodorant that I use, really. It's the Mitchum one. Ta-da! It's like a cream stick formula. And keeps me smelling pretty fresh, let me tell you. It's a weirdly expensive deodorant. I roll my eyes every time I buy this stuff, but it's genuinely the best deodorant I've ever found. I think it's really good. Oh, we're ending on a little exciting streak here. Let me run through these. So I actually have a perfume. This is maybe the 3rd bottle of this perfume that I've got through. And this is the Glossier You perfume. And this is a weird one for me because I was saying before, like with shower products and body creams and stuff, I love like sweet, creamy, cream puff goodness. But this is not like that at all. This is quite like almost like a unisex kind of scent. It's very fresh and very light, but there is something about this perfume because I've been stopped like multiple times wearing this perfume by people being like, oh my god, what is your perfume? Oh my god, I love your perfume. But so weirdly, it has happened numerous times while wearing this. So it must work well with my pheromones. And I feel like once you find that perfume, you gotta grab onto it and hold on tight. I thankfully remembered to save a couple of sachets of my teeth whitening strips to show you. These are the Spotlight whitening strips, who I have worked with on Instagram. The best thing about these is that they're invented by actual dentists. Like, the whole company of Spotlight is run by 2 dentists. So it's not like careless teeth whitening. It's very gentle and very gradual, but I haven't had any sensitivity from using these. I just think they're great, and they're also not too expensive. An empty tampon box, just what you wanted to see when you started watching this video. This is from a great little company. This is from a brand called Flo, also my cat's name, which is a little bonus point there. And yes, it's all very well and good to say, oh, menstrual cups are better, reusable pants are better, or whatever. Everyone's needs are very different. Periods are such a personal thing. They were really good. I like that they've got a bit of an ethical angle to them. They're all organic. No synthetic fibres, hypoallergenic, biodegradable, vegan, cruelty-free, all the good stuff. And they also provide menstrual products to those in need, which is lovely. I don't really know why this is in here, but I suppose it fits in as well as the hand washes do. I've got a tiny Yankee candle here. Tiny. Snowflake cookie. So I'm not really sure why I've been burning this within the past 6 months. But it's not really like super festive. I would say this is a bit of a vanilla-y, biscuity kind of smell. Maybe with like a hint of that kind of Christmas spice to it, a little bit of a hint of cinnamony, but it's not, I wouldn't call this like a Christmas candle. Can't stop smelling this now, it smells so nice. Oh, I'm gonna have to add this to my to buy again pile. And last but not least, this is a packet which at one point contained replacement razor heads for my razor, who I have an ongoing partnership with. But so many of you have picked up one of these because they're just so great. Estrid have basically redesigned razors for women so that if you do decide to shave, they're all about kind of like, do whatever you want, but if you do decide to shave, you should have a good quality, affordable razor. So they do like a subscription service for their razor blades, and this is the little packet that it arrives in, and you get your replacement heads in there. Super affordable for really, really high quality products. I just love them. I can't get enough of them. And on that note, that's the last piece of rubbish I have to show you today. I hope you're doing okay. Let me know how you're getting on. How's things? Chuck a comment down below, let me know how you are. And if you did enjoy this one, give it a thumbs up and I will start collecting my recycling again. I'm so excited to throw all this away. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're keeping safe, look after yourself, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye!